This video is going to show how I built dump bins out of 55-gallon plastic barrels for removing gravel I picked up at the quarry in a truck. So after taking the caps out, the first thing that I need to do is cut the barrel in half, so I use the mold lines on it as a guide to do so. I'll take my Milwaukee saw and cut all the way around the barrel until it's in two pieces. Now I'll make marks down from the top and use a piece of metal to wrap around the barrel half so I can draw a cut line around the side. Then I'll use my circular saw again to cut on that line to remove the top part of the barrel. And now I'll just do the same thing for the other half. I need a way to keep the barrel halves upright and decided to build a little frame that will go around them, so I'll be using particle board for the backs and 2x3s for the rest. So I screw together the top of the frame that's just tall and wide enough for the barrel half, and then after I'm done with that, I'll line the edges of the barrel to the top and put some screws in to hold it all together. Next I will put the back piece together and then screw it to what I have built so far, and I had to offset one side of each so the back will slide past the wheel wells in the truck. Now I will put the sides together and screw them on, but I'm only using one screw, so I imagine this will start falling apart on me pretty fast. This is just an idea. I want to try though, so if it works out I can rebuild it and make all the connecting pieces more durable. Next I'll connect the two sides with a piece between them and then use a C-clamp to push the other side back so I can screw it down where it needs to go. And now I'll screw down one last piece, and then flip it over to screw the bottom of the barrel to it so it won't go anywhere. Here I'm trying to run wire through the front, thinking I can just lift these up and drag them out of the back of the truck, but this idea doesn't work for me. The gravel ends up being too heavy for the clamped wire, so it just comes apart as soon as I try lifting it up and out of the truck. So I end up trying another idea, which was to screw some eye bolts into the holes I drilled to run the wire through, so I can drag the barrels back out of the truck to dump them. And that ends up working, so let's take a closer look at how I do that without a tractor. First I need to remove all the gravel covering the eye bolts so I can attach the cable I'll use to pull the first side of barrels out of the truck. I clamp loops to the end of a long cable and then wrap the middle around the trailer hitch on my car and then back up the truck so I can put the loops over the eye bolts before I pull the truck forward, which pulls out the barrels. Then I can move the truck into place to dump the first barrel, and I'll go back to attach the wires again to pull the back one out so it's ready to dump where I need it. And after I get the first side of the barrels dumped, I can move on to the next side. And here is a closer look at the eye bolts and how I'm wrapping the cable ends over them. So after I do that, I just pull the truck forward until the first barrel is on the end enough to where I can pull it off to dump it. And then I attach the cable again, pull forward, then back to dump the last one. Then I can clean out the back of the truck a little and put the barrels back in for another trip to the quarry for more gravel. Hopefully this video has helped, and feel free to ask any questions that you still may have in the comments. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more quick and on-point videos.